Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, your boy Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. Today I want to talk a little bit about NFTs, non-fungible tokens on the blockchain, on the crypto. So originally back in the day, all that crypto was, when it came to Bitcoin, was let's say you have two computers calculating, you have the mining. Ultimately what they're trying to do is find that hash, find the code in order to get the Bitcoin, to hold the Bitcoin. So now in my back room, I have another computer that's dedicated not to mining the Bitcoin, but to keeping the ledger to say who has what. So imagine these two are mining. You could say that they are keeping your account book. Let's say that you are in a small business and you have an account book. These units are mining or making the pages to that accounting book, and when they make a page, they get some Bitcoin, some currency that goes onto that page. But in my back room, I have another system, and its only job is to keep the accounts. That's a Bitcoin node, and back then, that was all you needed to worry about. This new thing called Ethereum comes up, and you can do so much more with it, and the people who created it are right out there. Everybody knows who they are. They're not hiding from the government, like my boy Satoshi. Why is it that the makers of Ethereum aren't worried about anything, but the makers of Bitcoin have to hide? Like, I'm serious. They thought they found Satoshi, the guy who made Bitcoin, and they came out with their gun. Anyways, the guy that created Ethereum, or one of the guys that created Ethereum, figured out this thing called a smart contract that could just be put on the blockchain, that could just be put onto the cryptocurrency. Sounds like my children have found my basement fortress of seclusion. So anyways, Ethereum and other blockchain work in this way that you can have a smart contract. And the easiest way to explain a smart contract is when you go to a Coke machine and you put in the money, the computer knows the contract. You put in that money and it will dispense whatever you press. It will dispense a Coke for you. That's a smart contract. And within Ethereum, you can just put that down. You can just put that down. So now all of a sudden this blockchain is no longer just saying who did what, but it's actually supporting contracts too, which in and of itself is freaking mind-blowing. And it's within these smart contracts that we get the NFTs. Within that smart contract, you can put the NFT, which is generally a picture. But it isn't always a picture, because if it was something bigger than that, the whole blockchain would get so much bigger. There's a lot of NFTs out there, folks, that aren't really pictures. It's a link to a web page, and on the web page, it will provide you a picture of this NFT. So with link rot, we get an issue where, after a certain point in time, that link just isn't going to be pointed to anything, and that's a bit of a problem. Also, we got big problems if the smart contract is written in a particular way. Now that's a really big issue, because right now everybody using Ethereum is basically running Ethereum 2.0, because everyone jumped ship from Ethereum 1.0, which is called Ethereum Classic, and the reason why everyone had to jump ship is because of a smart contract that was pushed out way too quick with bad coding that people were warned about, and ultimately one hacker said, I want to take out $10, but first I want to take out $10, but first I want to take out $10. Everything went to hell. Ethereum price went down. So many people tried so many things, and in the end, the people around Ethereum decided that they were just going to say it didn't even happen at all. They created Ethereum 2.0 because of this major hack. It was called a hard fork. They went back in time and they found the blockchain before this smart contract screwed with everything. Yeah, so ultimately what they decided to do they would take the blockchain back to the point before the giant hack happened on that unfortunate smart contract, and they would just start anew with Ethereum 2.0. Some people stayed with Ethereum 1.0, I think it was about 30%, or Ethereum Classic, and about 70% of people went over to Ethereum 2.0, and because of this smart contract, it devalued the whole blockchain. So ultimately, an NFT, if it's just a pixel image, generally that pixel will exist within the smart contract, within the blockchain, which of course is crypto, but a lot of it is not actually on the blockchain. A lot of it is just a link that you get to go to somewhere else. Now, Banksy did a really noteworthy NFT where it's Banksy burning. Well, maybe it's not actually Banksy. It's a Banksy getting burnt. Banksy art getting burnt. And in and of itself, by burning this piece of art, it made art in the form of an NFT. And that is freaking awesome. Now, just because you buy an NFT does not mean you hold the copyright to it, and there's a lot of nuance to that. A lot of time what happens is you just kind of buy the picture, but you don't buy the rights to redistribute it again. And there's a lot, it's creepy, there's a lot of unkosher things going around where people will steal art, basically. Where people will steal art from people on DeviantArt. They'll just upload that picture and sell it, and the original creator of this art isn't going to be getting any money. So that ultimately is the explanation from a basement dweller and his kitty cat of how NFTs work. Man, I hope no one loses their bank, cause hope it works out for you guys. Anyways, from me and Mr. Kitty, have a good one, folks. Take it easy. And don't be scamming it. Don't be making NFTs with other people's art, my guys. Have a good one. And make sure you pet a cat.